Hey, I'm Jeff Sable, the Vice Chancellor and Dean for the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences. I'm honored to be here with you today at the Dean's Outstanding Achievement Awards ceremony. This is the second Dean's Award ceremony this year because we're catching up after disruptions in 2020 and 2021. Today we recognize my favorite thing about our college, the people. You've heard me say that we're in the people business, and I mean it. Our people and their accomplishments are what make our College of Agriculture and Life Sciences exceptional. Thanks to everyone's efforts, the college is again ranked as one of the very best and biggest agriculture and life sciences program in the nation. We're the second largest agricultural college in the nation based on student enrollment. But being large means nothing if we can't support our core values like excellence. So I'm proud that Niche magazine has ranked us second in the nation for a second year in a row. Niche compiles information directly from students, and we're proud of this designation because we prioritize the student experience. While I'm proud of this distinction, know that I'm dedicated to being ranked first in the nation. True story, I did have that in one of our letters that went out telling people congratulations or thanking them for something, and I said we were second in the nation. He sent a letter back and says, why aren't we first? I go, oh, we need to work on that, so we're going to work on that. Individually, numerous programs and departments in our college are in the top 5 of the nation, such as the Department of Biological and Agricultural Engineering. Congratulations to that group. The people in our college make it special. I'm proud we're an institution you can belong to and not just fit into. It's one of the reasons that we have accomplished so much. That's why we also receive so much support from across the university, the Texas A&M University system, and among our many supporters. This year we gained a new supporter in Beaver Applin. We became the primary academic partner for the soon-to-be-built Applin Center at Texas A&M University. This will serve as an immersive learning laboratory for students. Thanks to our dedicated faculty, of which many of them are here today, we are now part of a $65 million AgriLife research project to expand climate-smart agriculture and forestry in Texas. This year, thanks to many generous friends and supporters, the college and our 15 departments provided $3.35 million in annual scholarships to undergraduates for this academic year. As we all know, teaching students takes a dedicated effort from everyone, not least of all the students themselves. So today we thank and celebrate the winners of this fall's Dean's Outstanding Achievement Awards for faculty, staff, and students. Your commitment to living out the core values of Texas A&M has created a college that I like to refer to as the heart of Texas A&M University. I'm proud of what each of you do for our institution, and I'm honored to work alongside you. We'll also recognize new faculty members and celebrate faculty promotions. Today, we also have a chance to celebrate the winners of the Association of Former Students College-Level Teaching Awards. So let's get started. I'd like to call forward the Executive Associate Dean, Dr. Patricia Klein, who'll be the MC for the rest of the day's events. Trish? Thank you.
Howdy. Howdy. It's great to be here with everybody this afternoon. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to recognize our new faculty members who have joined our family in the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences this academic year. If your name appears on the screen, on the next screen, welcome to the college. And we actually brought in a lot of faculty this year, so if your name appears on the second slide of new faculty members, welcome as well. If your name was on either of the two slides and you're a new faculty member here with us today, will you please stand and be recognized? They must all be working hard, but we applaud them anyway. That's what happens when you just start your career, right? You have to work 7 days a week, 15 hours a day, I guess. We also want to recognize the faculty members who have recently been promoted or received tenure. If your name appears on this screen, will you please stand? Congratulations. Now it's time to pause and honor exceptional work across the college, and we are grateful to have a great partner in the Association of Former Students to provide support and funds to reward outstanding teachers in our college. It's now my pleasure to welcome Marty Holmes, class of '87 from the Association of Former Students. Please come forward and bring greetings from the association.
All right, howdy. Thank you, Dr. Klein. I appreciate the opportunity to be here today. Being part of today's ceremony is a big deal to us. The individuals that we'll recognize today will receive a $2,000 check. It's pretty nice, and a certificate. But as we come together today, we recognize those among you who have been singled out by both their students and their peers for excellence in teaching. The Association of Former Students has proudly provided this recognition since 1982 in recognition of the important contributions made by our faculty and our staff as part of our powerful Aggie network. Just like our students and former students, our Aggie parents, our faculty and staff are important members of our inclusive group at Texas A&M and the way that they help us make future Texas Aggies. To all of you here today, whether your A&M is embossed on your diploma, if you wear it on your finger, or if it's simply imprinted on your heart, thank you for all you do for Texas A&M and for being part of the Aggie Network. Many of you in this room have supported A&M through your gifts to the association, and for that, we say a special thank you. As one of almost 60,000 annual donors, you help the association contribute $13 million of impact back to Texas A&M, including making these awards possible. Thank you for helping support scholarships, academic programs, traditions, student activities, and certainly our well-deserved recognition of our faculty and staff. To those of you we honor today with this college-level teaching awards, congratulations. You are models for our university's core values of excellence, integrity, leadership, loyalty, respect, and selfless service, and you set a high bar for both our students and your peers. Our award recipients indeed instill excellence and inspire curiosity and creativity both inside and outside the classroom. We're honored to play a small role in giving back to them in the recognition that they richly deserve. So to our award recipients, congratulations to your important achievement and to all you do for Texas A&M. Thanks, and gig 'em.
Thank you, Marty, and thanks to the Association of Former Students for their ongoing support of teaching excellence. I would ask that Marty join Dr. Sable and as well as current animal science student Casey Gasper at the photo backdrop to present the Association of Former Students Awards. Now I will recognize our 4 Association of Former Students college-level award recipients. When I call your name, will you please proceed to the backdrop? Dr. Rodolfo Cardoso, Associate Professor in the Department of Animal Science. Dr. Cardoso has amplified the depth, rigor, and quality of the reproductive physiology courses in the Department of Animal Science. Due to Dr. Cardoso's mentoring skills and encouragement, an increasing number of his undergraduate students now pursue graduate education at peer institutions. He provides an outstanding blend of guidance, responsibility, and liberty to his students. A former student wrote, "Dr. Cardoso is dedicated and passionate educator with a desire to instill a passion for knowledge and understanding in his students." Another former student added, "Dr. Cardoso is a type of professor that when the semester is over, you wish you could take his class again and have him be your professor for more classes." Our congratulations to Dr. Cardoso. The next Association of Former Students College Level Teaching Award goes to Dr. Kevin Conway, Associate Professor, Department of Ecology and Conservation Biology. Dr. Conway's major educational goal is to foster a passion for science and nature in his students. During the pandemic, Dr. Conway incorporated into his lab ways for students learning remotely to participate. In a week-long online course on computerized tomography software, he incorporated digital media of vertebrate skeletons into his online teaching. One former student commented that Dr. Conway was the first professor to make me fall in love with the study of wildlife after I transferred to the Wildlife and Fisheries Sciences Department as a sophomore. His willingness to teach, extremely thorough knowledge, and witty remarks set a shining example for the kind of mindset I want to have in my future career. We congratulate Dr. Conway. Our third recipient of an Association of Former Students College Level Teaching Award is Dr. Molly Megan Reynolds, Senior Lecturer in the Department of Biochemistry and Biophysics. Dr. Reynolds has been associated with Texas A&M University for 28 years. Over the past decade, she has taught more than 10,000 students how to synthesize information and utilize it to solve real-world problems. She values every student as an individual, explaining how unique they are through their DNA. A former student writes, "Her love for genetics was so infectious that by the end of the course, I found myself wanting to change my major to study genetics. As a result of her influence, I have decided to pursue a master's degree with a concentration in genetics so I can apply what I learn in the field of genetics to medicine." Congratulations, Dr. Reynolds. This year's final recipient of an Association of Former Students College Level Teaching Award is Dr. Robert Strong, with Associate Professor in the Department of Agricultural Leadership, Education, and Communications. Dr. Strong is an expert in the discipline of teaching as well as innovation, adoption, and technology. In the past 5 years, he has received over $1.7 million in federal funding to improve faculty professional development and teaching and to gear curricula to students' postgraduate success. One former student recalls a student visit Dr. Strong organized to the Bryan Women's Prison. "I went in a little scared and not confident in myself," they said. "I remember Dr. Strong telling us that he would be there for us, but he knew we had what it took to lead these ladies through the teaching we had prepared. That day at the women's prison instilled a confidence in me that I never had before. It was a lasting experience that I still tell people about." Congratulations, Dr. Strong. Now it's time to move on to our Dean's Outstanding Achievement Awards. When you hear your name, please proceed to the backdrop. The first 4 of this year's Dean's Outstanding Achievement Awards are for teaching and educational innovation. The award for early career teaching goes to Dr. Ashley Ferris, Instructional Assistant Professor in the Department of Entomology. Dr. Ferris's courses create an inclusive community where all students are welcomed and their points of view are shared and valued. She designed Ento 322 to be the first inclusive course in the Department of Entomology that was approved for Aggie Achieve at Texas A&M University. This is a comprehensive transition program for young adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Her teaching has impacted diversity inclusion through removing learning barriers for Achieve students. Dr. Ferris's teaching reputation has been noticed not only in academic circles, but also by higher education tech companies as well. The exceptional student engagement in Dr. Ferris's course's Packback communities led to an invite from the Packback team for her to present in a national virtual seminar on how she promotes an active learner environment online. Let's give Dr. Ferris a round of applause. Next, one of our 2 awards for exceptional teaching goes to Dr. Jessica Leatherwood, an associate professor in the Department of Animal Science. Dr. Leatherwood believes that for a student to learn, they need to develop an understanding of the topic rather than memorizing information for an exam. In all of Dr. Leatherwood's courses, students have been encouraged to think about the material as a professional in the equine industry, rather than only as a horse owner. The overall impact of her teaching style has broadened student thought processes through scenario-based critique and discussion. This was captured in a student's comment. "I feel like I could take this class again and still remain interested in and learn new material because the class is always evolving." Another student added, "The material covered was necessary, intriguing, and very real-world applicable. It definitely is a class worth taking for anyone looking to pursue a career in the equine industry." Join me in congratulating Dr. Leatherwood. The next award for exceptional teaching this year goes to Dr. Julie Howe, professor in the Department of Soil and Crop Sciences. Dr. Howe's contribution to soil science education has been recognized at department, college, and society levels. She has given more than 20 guest lectures and 12 conference presentations on teaching and learning. Since starting at Texas A&M University in 2017, she has completely transformed the largest and most extensive core science course, Soil and Crop Sciences 301, or Intro into Soil Science. She is chair or co-chair of 26 graduate committees and is a member of 21 additional committees. Very busy. Her nominator added that she uses a combination of technologies to engage students in and out of class. She has bonus quizzes presented during each lecture, delivered via link QR codes to easy to use and for easy to use, and accesses Google Forms so that she can gauge in real time how well her students understand the lecture material. Thanks for all your great work, Dr. Howe. Our next award is for the Educational Enrichment and Innovation. The recipient of this award is Dr. Donna Lee Sullins, Instructional Assistant Professor, Department of Recreation, Park, and Tourism Sciences. Dr. Sullins brings exceptional innovation to the classroom by providing various high-impact student experiences each semester, such as working with clients to create virtual events during the pandemic and selecting students for study abroad to the December 2022 World Cup in Qatar. Dr. Sullins' students learned to implement real events with a budget and guests. One student shared, "One of the most impactful experiences I have ever had in the classroom was a Zoom call to an event planner from Scotland. Thanks to Dr. Sullins, our class could ask questions and learn about how events are run in Scotland by a professional. Not only did this Zoom call impact how I view events, but it also taught me that my love for this field is not limited to one place." Thank you for all you do, Dr. Sullins. Our next three awards are for outstanding research contributions. For the Early Career Research Award, the recipient is Dr. Angel Helms, Assistant Professor, Department of Entomology. Dr. Helms has made significant contributions to the fields of entomology, plant ecology, and chemical ecology by characterizing interactions among plants, invertebrates, and microorganisms, and translating these findings for sustainable agriculture. Her research combines analytical chemistry and behavioral ecology to investigate how organisms communicate and navigate in their environments, form associations with other organisms, and defend themselves. Among other findings, she has discovered new ecological interactions that are enabled by chemistry. She also translated that work for agricultural applications, for example, showing that growers can experience multiple benefits from using beneficial nematodes for pest control. Her nominator mentioned, although early in her career, Dr. Helms is already recognized as a rising star and a leader in the field of chemical ecology, both nationally and internationally. Let's give Dr. Helms a round of applause. The next award for exceptional research goes to Dr. Beniak Mohanty, Professor, Department of Biological and Agricultural Engineering. Dr. Mohanty is a world pioneer in developing the framework for scaling up soil hydrologic processes, bridging spatial and temporal scales. His research also transcends his own field of hydrology. He is a leader for transdisciplinary research and development, including artificial intelligence and geoscience and sustainable agriculture. He brings together engineering sciences, geosciences, agricultural sciences, data sciences, and social sciences to help meet societal needs and challenges. These contributions have the potential to mitigate the impact of drought, atmospheric carbon sequestration, and soil fertility and health. His nominator added that the impact of Dr. Mohanty's work cannot be understated. A careful examination of his work reflects futuristic scientific concepts and holistic effects that have steadily shaped hydrologic science. Join me in congratulating Dr. Mohanty for these vital discoveries. The next recipient of the Award for Exceptional Research is Dr. Xiaodong Guo, Professor, Department of Nutrition. Dr. Guo's research program addresses the critical challenge of overnutrition and the associated metabolically chronic diseases, particularly type 2 diabetes and insulin resistance. To address this challenge, he has worked to develop the state-of-the-art genomic approaches and disease animal models. Furthermore, Dr. Guo is elucidating the fundamental mechanisms of diet-induced obesity and diabetes by targeting insulin pathways via nutritional and therapeutic interventions that control chronic diseases. His findings not only generate new knowledge, but also help promote the development of new therapeutic and preventative approaches to diabetes and insulin resistance. His nominator adds, diabetes has increased by twofold over the past 2 decades, but with Dr. Guo's research, I am hopeful that it will be a disease of the past. Thank you for your work, Dr. Guo. The next 5 awards highlight outstanding contributions of faculty members in service to their field or university. This year's award for service goes to Dr. Yuzhen Sun, Professor in the Department of Nutrition. Dr. Sun devotes a massive amount of effort to service, and her work creates positive impacts across her department, college, and the university. Dr. Sun leads by example. She serves on numerous departmental committees, many of which are extremely time-consuming. In the last year alone, Dr. Sun served on 4 college search committees, each requiring weeks of extensive effort. Her research efforts have led to the successful hiring of 3 new faculty members for Texas A&M AgriLife Research and Extension Center at Dallas, a selected department head candidate, and the recent acting IHA director. Her nominator concluded, Dr. Sun sees service as the prerequisite of being a good citizen. She strives to be a positive force and truly has a servant's heart. Thank you for all your contributions, Dr. Sun. Our next award is for faculty mentoring. This year, the recipient is Dr. Mickey Eubanks, Professor, Department of Entomology. Dr. Eubanks' approachable and supportive nature is part of what makes him a great colleague and a natural mentor. He has a gift for building genuine relationships with his colleagues in entomology and across the university. Dr. Eubanks invests in building up those around him, and many faculty members come to him for advice and guidance. Over the years, while serving as a mentor to junior faculty, he has helped them develop visions for their careers and programs by working with them to develop strategic career-long goals. His nominator said that while mentees benefit substantially from his commitment, the college and the university are the ultimate beneficiaries of Dr. Eubanks' unparalleled excellence in mentoring. Thank you so much, Dr. Eubanks. Our next award is for international impact. This year, the award goes to Dr. Ribia Motar, Professor, Department of Biological and Agricultural Engineering. With a research focus on environmental and natural resource conservation, Dr. Motar's international collaborative efforts identify emerging global challenges. From 2018 to 2021, he served as both a faculty member at our college and as the Dean of the Faculty of Food and Agricultural Sciences at the American University of Beirut. As such, Dr. Motar created new opportunities for collaboration between Texas A&M, Texas A&M Qatar, and the American University of Beirut, culminating in research, field exchanges, and faculty mobility. In addition, the Water, Energy, Food Nexus Research Group that Dr. Motar founded works with global partners to resolve water, energy, and food security issues to help develop social, economic, and environmentally sustainable resource systems. The group's partners include Texas A&M University, Global Water Partnership, and the International Water Management Institute. Thank you for your work, Dr. Motar. This year's Inclusive Excellence Award goes to Dr. Catherine Dunlap, Instructional Associate Professor and Associate Department Head, Department of Animal Science. Dr. Dunlap's successes as a teacher and administrator stems from her commitment to diversity and improving the collegiality, respect, and climate in the workplace. As a teacher, she embraces diversity in culture and learning styles and incorporates universal learning design principles to improve the learning environment for students. In addition, she is a faculty fellow for the Center for Teaching Excellence and was recently invited to participate in the APT to Lead program sponsored by Faculty Affairs. Her participation in each of these programs has had a positive impact with colleagues and students. Dr. Dunlap has become a resource for the Department of Animal Science and an invaluable mentor to junior faculty. Her nominator agreed, adding, Dr. Dunlap is a major contributor to our ongoing success. Thank you for all you do, Dr. Dunlap. The next award is for administration. This year it goes to Dr. Aaron Tyrone, Professor and Associate Department Head, Department of Entomology. Dr. Tyrone joined the administrative team in the Department of Entomology in 2018, assuming the role of Assistant Program Director for the Forensic and Investigative Sciences major, or FIVS. In 2020, he became FIVS Program Director, and in 2021, an Associate Department Head for undergraduate programs. In these roles, Dr. Tyrone articulated a 20-year plan to guide program development and fundraising and to prepare students and faculty for the future. He has also positioned the FIBS program to be more proactive by articulating accreditation-related expectations to new faculty and administration. This effort included a curriculum redesign to address succession, accreditation, retention, and program growth. Dr. Tyrone has improved the already outstanding academic efforts of the department, and the FIBS major is popular overall and sought by several historically underserved student communities. Thank you for all your work, Dr. Tyrone. Now we move to the Staff Excellence section of the program. The first award for Staff Excellence goes to Ms. Amy Carwall, Senior Administrative Coordinator 1, Department of Animal Science. Ms. Carwall provides oversight for duties related to the overall operation of the department with more than 60 faculty members located on main campus and at Texas A&M AgriLife Research and Extension Centers across the state. In addition to assisting the department head, Ms. Carwall also coordinates the promotion and tenure process, facilitates faculty recruitment, hiring, and retention, organizes departmental meetings and events, and performs many other duties. Her nominator added that no matter how high Amy's desk is stacked with her own work, she always smiles and aids everyone who walks into her office. It does not matter if you are a distinguished professor, needing help with an international award packet, or a first-year student who lost their ID card somewhere in the building. Amy is always willing to help. Thank you for all you do, Ms. Carwall. Our next award for Staff Excellence goes to Ms. Jennifer Houston, Senior Business Administrator 1, Business Services, College of Agriculture and Life Sciences. Departments of Animal Science and Poultry Science. As Senior Business Administrator, Ms. Houston supervises a team of business coordinators and student workers in 2 departments. Since 2004, she has assisted 5 department heads and more associate department heads. Her efforts were instrumental in creating and sustaining a highly conducive and productive environment for faculty, staff, and student success. Numerous colleagues say she is among the best business administrators they have ever known. Her nominator writes, with her strong leadership, excellent management skills, and institutional knowledge, Jennifer has made the business operations of our department very smooth and efficient. The great reputation of the Department of Animal Science could not have been achieved without her tireless efforts. Most importantly, Jennifer leads by example. We are grateful to you, Ms. Houston. The third award for Staff Excellence goes to Ms. Cheryl Yeager, Senior Business Administrator 1, Business Services, College of Agriculture and Life Sciences, the Department of Biological and Agricultural Engineering. Ms. Yeager has been a staff member with Texas A&M AgriLife umbrella since 1997 and has worked with the Department of Biological and Agricultural Engineering for the past 9.5 years. Department of Biological and Agricultural Engineering students and faculty work in 2 colleges, the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences and the College of Engineering, and 3 agencies, Texas A&M AgriLife Research, the Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service, and the Texas A&M Engineering Extension Service. Ms. Yeager must understand the rules and regulations of accounting, inventory, and grantsmanship of all these colleges and agencies. Her nominator writes, as a new department head, I find Cheryl's knowledge of the budgeting process and departmental needs invaluable. As an advisor to myself and to the rest of the faculty, she is irreplaceable. Thank you for all you do, Ms. Yeager. Our next award for student relations goes to Ms. Leslie Gleason, Program Manager, Department of Poultry Science. As a former graduate of the Department of Poultry Science, Ms. Gleason is loyal to her students and their success. She meets with students regularly to ensure their resumes are perfect and takes time to explain updates and the importance of having a strong resume. Ms. Gleason coordinates guest speakers and has developed poultry science programs to enhance student learning experiences. Dedicated to building long-lasting relationships with the students she assists, she knows every poultry science student's name, hometown, and usually their parents' name. Her nominator added, Ms. Gleason is ultimately an advocate for all aspects of a student's experience here at Texas A&M, which to our department is a shining example of her selfless service and thoughtful spirit. Let's give a big round of applause to Ms. Gleason. Now we move into our Student Awards section. This year, the Graduate Student Teaching Award goes to Ms. Francesca Antion, Graduate Teaching Assistant, Department of Biochemistry and Biophysics. Ms. Antion, a second-year graduate student, is passionate about the material as well as student learning and growth. Her approach to dealing with students returning to in-person learning has been inspiring and effective. As a teaching assistant for Biochem 411 Metabolism, she presented the course notes throughout the semester, then combined all the outlines and information for the semester as part of the larger metabolic map with the final topic of integrative metabolism. One student wrote, Frankie has been one of the biggest blessings in this class. I remember after the first week of classes, I was terrified of what to expect from this class, but she made all the content seem so simple, and she put it in a way that was so much easier to follow. Thank you for being a great mentor and a great role model, Ms. Antion. Next is the Graduate Research Award. It goes to Dr. Jenny Lee, former student, Department of Ecology and Conservation Biology. Dr. Lee's dissertation focused on large-scale patterns, impacts, and influencing factors of rangeland wildfires in the western United States. One of her studies identified the vegetation characteristics associated with high-severity wildfires, enabling the mapping of areas in different rangeland ecosystems at high risk of high-severity wildfires and the development of policies and management strategies to reduce these wildfires' risk and impacts. She has published 12 peer-reviewed journal articles, including 4 from her dissertation work. Dr. Lee's nominator writes, the work of Jenny's research has contributed to a better understanding of rangeland wildfire across the western U.S. and can facilitate the development of science-based strategies and policy with regards to wildfires. She has recently completed her doctoral study and started postdoctoral work at the University of California, Davis. Excellent work, Dr. Lee. Let's give her a round of applause. Our final student receiving an award is receiving the award for undergraduate research, Ms. Grace Bodine, former student, Department of Soil and Crop Sciences. Ms. Bodine is not able to join us today, so her nominator, Dr. Peyton Smith, will accept the award on her behalf. Ms. Bodine is the only honors student graduating in 2022 from the Department of Soil and Crop Sciences and is successfully submitting her undergraduate research thesis. Working in Dr. Peyton Smith's research lab, Ms. Bodine investigated the effect of conservation management practices on soil health and conservation. She used several Texas cropping systems. Specifically, she identified how 5 years of continued tillage and cover crops alter aggregate stability and soil organic carbon. Results of this work were presented in November 2021 at an international scientific meeting for soil and crop sciences in Salt Lake City, Utah, where Grace won first place for her research poster in the Students for Agronomy, Soils, and Environmental Sciences poster competition. Ms. Bodine is now working on her master's in soil science at the University of Maryland. Excellent work. Let's give her a round of applause. Well, that concludes our awards program for today. Let's give all of our award winners another round of applause. As you may have noticed, we have some refreshments at the back of the room, and I hope all of you who attended today will stay and join us for refreshments and fellowship. And thank you all for coming to support the achievements of all of our award winners today. Best wishes to everybody for a continued outstanding semester. Thank you.